in Haiti or everywhere. So when we get the aerial photos when something happens, why don't we get it before? So I don't want to wait for the next tsunami. Yeah. So the next talk is, we thought if you hear all the day about disasters, then maybe you get bored a little bit. And so we thought disaster, and let's make a little technical talk about imagery. So it's Mitali Jha from India, and she talks about digital imagery, advancement, and community mapping. And there were many words I didn't really understand about HD video, and it's better she explains that than I explain it.
Oh, hi, everyone. I'm Mitali, and I've come all the way from India, and the jet lag is still not over. I'm relatively new to this community mapping, and I'm simply loving it. I'm pleased to be a part of this conference, and somebody just told me, I think, was it you, Carlos? Yeah. He told me that not many girls are taking up mapping. Why is it so? I mean, it's all about women empowerment. Come on, girls, do something. So, I'll start the move from India, at least, and worldwide, then we can take up mapping. Girls, especially, please, this is for you. Okay, so the topic today is digital imagery, advancements, and community mapping. Now, we all know what is OpenStreetMap, but just to recap, OpenStreetMap is a non-profit collaborative map editing service. It provides free geographic data, such as street maps, to anyone who wants them. Now, geographic data could be anything like, it could be streets, amenities, buildings, hospitals, anything. And free suggests that it has got this Creative Commons shared attribution license. And here, the mappers collaborate all their data by personally visiting the location with their GPS device and taking all its mapping all the geo coordinates onto OSM. So, okay, what is our aim as part of this conference? Now, there's an urgent and growing need to convert all the internet users, especially those on social networking sites like Facebook, Twitter. My God, we've got so many of them. I've got around 600 to 700 friends in my profile. And we need, as mappers, it's our responsibility to make sure how we can get them engaged into community mapping. And as I said, there is a growing need to convert more and more internet users into community mappers. Yeah, turning them into mappers. Making mapping addictive. How can we make mapping addictive? Is we know 90 or more than 90% of Facebook users or Twitter users, they just like to click, share, and like photographs. I myself, if you talk about me, I've come to Japan, and I would very well want to take pictures with these huge Japanese kids and share them on Facebook so that people like. I can see how many likes I've got. So this is the way we normal users will behave, and they will share their photos. But how many do you think will take up community mapping? 10% could be. 10% of them will think about mapping, and only, I think, less than 1% will have the motivation to map the geo coordinates of a location onto OSM. So this is, I think, one of the biggest challenges in our way to make people, to introduce people to mapping, because I think there's still a lack of awareness. If you talk about few countries. Now, what the present situation is, if you're taking a photograph, that photograph will have the coordinates of the camera, that is where the photographer is standing, and not the coordinates of the object of the photograph that's been taken. So this is the present situation. No sense of direction associated with the photo. you have compass reading, but according to the X-ray format, it doesn't have the field for compass reading. It only has the field for geo coordinates, that is the latitude and longitude. And yes, the most important thing, distance between photographer and the object is still not known. You need to calculate the depth, the distance between the photographer and the object. Problems with conventional mapping approaches. It's cumbersome to add new bases of interest. Now, if you talk about India, we have one of the 7 wonders there, that is Taj Mahal. So, if a person is going there, we would very well want that person to enjoy the moment in that moment rather than being constantly bothered about mapping the geo coordinates of that location and all. So we want the user to enjoy the sightseeing as well as contribute meaningfully to OSM. So, but as of now, it's very cumbersome to add new places of interest. Same, map is not left with freedom to enjoy. We don't want to smash the freedom of mappers. Okay. So, how can we address those issues? Like the issue that I told you about depth, the issue that I told you that the picture is not being associated with the sense of direction. So, we have a plan that we can action in future by means of stereoscopy. So, stereopsis or 3D imaging is a technique for creating an illusion of the 3D depth from images on a 2D plane. And how does our brain perceive this? Our brain perceives this depth by the adjustment by the accommodation of the eye and the head. So in the diagram, if you see, there have been 2 images taken on a 2D plane, and when they superimpose, they give us an illusion of a 3D image. So I have HTC Evo with me, 3D Evo. So it superimposes and it gives you a picture, but that picture can be seen even without using 3D glasses, which is very good. You don't need special glasses to see that image, and you can approximately guess what should be the depth. Like if a person is standing in front of the mountain, so the mountain is this nearer to him or that farther to him, so you can guess the distance between the object and the photographer based on the depth. Yes, stereoscopic quartz, HTC Evo 3D, that is $300. LG Optimus 3D P920, take whatever how it was. You can check the list of 3D and even the right ones here. Yeah. How can stereoscopic phones help in mapping? So yes, those 2 issues need to be addressed by using, we can use stereoscopic phones to address those. Distance between the POI and the camera, and the direction in which the POI was shot. Okay, we talked about stereoscopic phones. Another technology that we can use to determine the depth, the distance between the object and the photographer, is from lenoptic cameras. Now, lenoptic cameras, today's cameras, if you see, will have, we can change the focus of the person or of the object only at the time of taking the photograph, say from DSLR. If you're taking the photograph, at that time you can adjust the focus. But what if you want to adjust the focus after the photo has been taken? So that is why you use a lenoptic camera. Those are also known as light field cameras. They contain an array of micro lenses to capture a series of images, and they give certain depth of field. They can simulate to give certain depth of field during post-processing. Lighter is one of the commercially available lenoptic cameras. I'll show you this quickly. as you saw, it changes the focus of the object in question after the image has been taken. This is another technology where, what we can use in detecting the depth of the location. This is Nokia PureView camera, and normally cameras have resolution of up to 12 megapixels, and this is twice in resolution as compared to normal camera phones. So, the better the resolution of an image or a video, the more clarity it will give you, the more information, details it will give you, so as to track the geo coordinates onto OSM. See, this is the clarity of this photo taken by Nokia PureView camera. Okay, this is some street in South Africa. Now, as you see, things are not very clear, the signboards are not very clear in this image, but if you go to the next image, at least pharmacy is available. You keep on zooming, and this it gives you better details, better clarity. The cafe and stuff is clearly visible. So, Nokia PureView technology can also be used in detecting the depth. See, sense of direction we can still get because we have a compass reading. Now we have to think of some way where we can incorporate this compass reading in the metadata format. Because metadata currently doesn't have the field to incorporate the compass reading.
Yes.
Yeah?
It is on iPhone is recorded.
Sorry?
On the iPhone, the direction is recorded in the exit letter.
Is it that?
It exists.
Okay. Okay, I was not aware of this. So, yes, if you have, very well, if you have iPhone, then if the metadata has this information, then we can directly use it and place it on OSM. Thank you. Okay. Another technology we can use to detect the depth and sense of direction is video technology, high definition videos. So now we talked about images. This is videos. So the higher resolution will give you more clarity, more details. Higher frame rate, how many frames can be tracked per second. Normal video will have 30 frames per second. So this can be done, and the more details we have, it will be a boon for markers. So it's a busy marketplace and the capital city of India. See Nikon, VIP, we have cycle rickshaws there.
And then he is going to show us the hidden
Tourist has come to visit here.
bazaar. So we are very excited about that. And you can just walk around and see how it is. That's the only part.
So the signboards you see, with better resolution videos, you can take all the information, all the details, and place the geo coordinates. Like you see, there's a particular signboard of Kodak. So, yeah, so what should be done as part of video technology? The same as we discussed about images, geo coordinates to be associated with each frame. Each frame has to be associated with the coordinates. Direction, that is the compass reading, associated with each frame. Do you have any idea about this? If,
Video?
if we have any such compass reading in, for videos? No? Okay. Thank you. And yes, we need more such videos in place. So, this is the way we can come up with something which can solve these issues, and it's because it's not very convenient for every user to visit every location. Say a mapper wants to map at least 10 shops that are on the same street. Now, it's not feasible for him to keep visiting every shop and then take a photo and then map its geo coordinates. It will be rather easier for him if he stands across the street at the central point, take one photo, and depending upon the shop names, he knows the compass reading as well, and depending upon the distance, he can map the geo coordinates. So we can come up with with these technologies. We can come up with a solution definitely. Thank you.
I think there are some questions, right? Where do we start? Oh.
Have you looked at technologies like structure from motion? Do you know that?
Yes.
It's based on a set of pictures. You can reconstruct the 3D setup of the object that you have in your picture. It's very interesting to use, and also with aerial pictures you can recreate the digital elevation model just from pictures.
That's a good suggestion, but I think Indian picture would not give you, I think it might not give you better details.
No, it allows with a set of aerial pictures to recreate the digital elevation.
Mm-hmm.
And it has been tested with copters and things like that, with gliders. And with very standard camera, you can get very good area and the digital elevation, which allows to do the auto rectification of the aerial pictures.
That's a great suggestion. Thank you.
Something more.
I'd be interested to return to one of the earliest points that you made, was talking about the social elements that lots of people are taking photographs and videos. One of the possibilities, and of course it requires some of the foundation technologies that you described, but if more and more people are taking and sharing images of this sort, then in theory you don't necessarily need to be the photographer to provide the information.
Sure.
However, because this of course is something that we've seen in the USM community, just because imagery exists doesn't mean that there is, you can assume the right to use it. So I considered that issue and about ways of getting around this problem, maybe of finding ways of express their approval for derivation data, things like that.
And one thing which I thought of was we can, we have pages on Facebook like games and all. So we can have a game on Facebook that whosoever visits this site first and map its geo coordinates will find some, will be rewarded like this or that. So we can come up with this. So, yeah.
So I think that there is not so much time for questions anymore, but we have many lunch breaks and many, so we want to give, meet later, and I think there's lots of interesting to talk about. So, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.